Here's a two-lens imaging system. There's a nearby object. There's a physical aperture in between the two lenses, and I want to figure out if this aperture is, in fact, the aperture stop. So bring in a ray from the very tip of the object. Aim this ray so that it just barely clears the aperture. Do you see how it makes it through the lens elements? But any ray that comes in steeper is stopped by the aperture wall, not by the lens elements. That's enough for me to say that it's the physical aperture and not one of the lens elements that's the aperture stop. You can check out my third-year geometrical optics review for a more complete summary of how to identify aperture stops. Now I want to bring in the chief ray. In order to aim it correctly, the very center of the aperture stop needs to be marked because the chief ray has to pass right through it. And now two rays coming from the same point on the object are drawn. Where they reunite must be the image. I used the two-lens imaging technique that I covered last week to find that the image plane is located 7.6 centimeters to the right of the negative lens element. And this image sensor is sized such that the tip of the object just barely makes it onto the edge of the sensor. That makes the perimeter of the image sensor the field stop. And the perimeter of the image sensor is also the exit window, since there aren't any more lenses to the right of the field stop, so the image of the field stop as viewed from the right is the field stop. And that makes the field stop also the exit window. Now let's find the entrance pupil. Imaging the aperture stop leftward through this positive lens. This is just a magnifying glass since the object is inside the focal point of a positive lens. So the entrance pupil is a magnified virtual image on the same side as the aperture stop. And using the Gaussian equation is 4.7 centimeters to the right of the positive lens. Why right? Let's talk about that. Because that's the same side of the lens as the actual physical object. That's where a negative image distance goes. Now, since the entrance pupil is an image of the aperture stop, you might expect that the chief ray is doing the same thing in both, passing through the center of both. But of course not, because the entrance pupil is a virtual image. It's the virtual part of the chief ray that passes through the center of the entrance pupil. The entrance pupil's diameter, or EPD, is commonly used as the definition of the system aperture. You can find the diameter of the image of the aperture stop by finding the magnification of that image, M, and multiplying it by the diameter of the physical aperture, which in this case is 0.8 centimeters. The exit pupil is found by imaging the aperture stop through the negative lens to the right, and in this case it's also a virtual image. So it's the virtual part of the exiting chief ray that passes through the center of the exit pupil. When the field stop is on the image surface, which is the case here, then the entrance window is at the object, because the image of the image is the object. I used the two-lens imaging technique to find the magnification of this image of the field stop, and of course it's equal to the object size, since the image barely fits in the field stop. Now let's look at the system's field of view. The full field of view is the angular extent of light from the object that makes it into the image. And you can find the field of view by drawing a triangle that subtends the entrance window and has its vertex at the entrance pupil. The field of view is always the angle that's subtended by exactly that triangle. And the field stop is any aperture that limits this field of view. The field stop needs to be positioned at an image, either at an intermediate image, which is the case in a microscope, or at the final image, which is the case in most cameras and is the case in this illustration. A field stop located anywhere else will cause vignetting, which is the clipping of rays that were supposed to have made it into the image, and that'll give you darkened edges in a photograph. There's also a field of view on the image side, It's defined by the angle that subtends the exit window with its vertex at the exit pupil. But even more important is the half angle. The sign of that half angle is called the numerical aperture, or NA, of the system. And finally, I have one more question. You might wonder this too. How can this marginal ray miss the exit pupil? Well, it can't. All rays have to be contained within the pupils. But remember, the exit pupil is a virtual image, and it's the virtual rays that can't miss it, and they don't.